There are a million ways to sell your premium coaching offers online. What is the best way for your best fit high-ticket coaching clients to find you and ask you for the sale? How do they raise their hands and say, I want to work with you? How do I get into this $1 million coaching offer? How do I get into your 25K coaching offer? How do they persuade you, convince you, and then try to tell you why they need to buy the offer? You never need to convince them, persuade them, or make anyone buy your premium coaching offer. Hello, beautiful, and welcome to High Ticket Sales for Women in the Prosperous Womb. When women come into the Prosperous Womb, they come in with so many different complicated funnels and 30 different ways that, they're selling their premium coaching offers with 30 different offers. Here's the thing. What if you did not need a funnel? When you're selling a premium coaching offer, you're not selling chicken wings. You are speaking directly to the person that you're choosing to work with. Without validation, without them liking you, without them commenting and telling you how amazing you are, just speaking directly with a love letter frequency that addresses the most important thing to them right now. The thing they value the most, the thing they want the most, the thing that is most important to them right now, the thing that matters to them the most in their life, their relationship, or their business. So you're not speaking to a pain point. You're not pushing down a pain point. You are sharing what God put in your heart for the outcome that you're co-creating together, that premium outcome. How does this differ? How is this different from how everybody is showing up online? People show up online and they want to create this pathway for people to come through different elevation funnels, where they come from a 5K offer, then a 10K offer, then a 25K offer. But when you're selling a $1 million coaching offer or a 100K offer or 50K offer, or even a 25K offer, you don't make people climb ladders. You sell from the top. So you meet people where they are, where they feel seen, where they feel acknowledged, where they feel heard, where they know that what you're saying is the most important thing to them right now in their relationship, where you're talking to them about their weight loss and they realize, oh my God, she's the only coach online who's speaking to me about the real reason why I want to lose weight. It's not because I want to go back to my high school reunion. It's not because I want to fit into my skinny white jeans. It's not because I want to fit into my little black dress. It's because I want my husband to look at me the way he did on our wedding night. It's been 25 years and that's the look I want. That is why I want to lose the weight. And then they see for the first time, it's not about that. Because in your messaging, for the first time they learn, it's not about my husband looking at me the way he did on my wedding night. It's about me loving myself and my body and my heart the way God says I am and who God says I already am. And when that shows up for them for the first time, they are Caleb. It lands for them. It supports them to see your offer, to see you as the lighthouse. And then they remember who they are and show up. Then you're valuable to Caleb. Here's the thing. 99% of funnels are for Jonah. Jonah is the client who is not your client. There is a fish for Jonah. God made a fish for Jonah. Be useless to Jonah. There is no reason why anyone needs to show up on a sales conversation with you with any objection. That is a Jonah. There is no reason why Jonah needs to know you exist. So when you sell and serve deeper with a love letter frequency, you don't need a funnel. You show up and you stop sharing content. You show up and you speak heart to the person that you have chosen to work with. It means you show up as a leader, self-lead yourself, so that Caleb, who is well able, Caleb, who's ready now to possess the land, Caleb, who's ready now to say yes to herself within 24 hours of finding you, Caleb shows up and says, Mimi, how do I work with you? Is this offer still open? Then she applies to work with you because you qualify your potential clients with your application, your sales application. She applies to work with you, and then you get on a sales conversation with her. And you ask her the questions that support her to see for the first time that she doesn't want a faster horse. She has a horse. She doesn't want a faster horse. What she wants is the jet plane, the exponential expansion. She doesn't want to go faster. She wants to have the thing that God has for her. It doesn't take a funnel to do that. It takes you showing up as who God says you already are, already valuable, already worthy, with the offer that God has put in your heart that is for the person it's for, not for Jonah. It's you showing up with an offer that is a lighthouse offer that supports people to remember who they are and say yes to themselves. Not a life raft offer that saves Jonah from the whale. No, there's a fish for Jonah. You're not bringing people to their greatness. You're not dragging people to their greatness. Funnels are used for people, for coaches who want to drag clients to their greatness, who want 1 million clients for their 10K offer, and they're going to drag them to their greatness and push all the pain points. No, a non-funnel, a relationship with Caleb supports Caleb to feel seen and heard, and for the first time to see that you are the coach. There's no one but you. So you don't become the obvious choice. You are the choice. You are the way. The thing that God has for them, you are the answer to the prayer, or the offer is the answer to the prayer. There is no obvious choice. It's just it. It is you, the offer, the lighthouse. It supports them to remember who they are. You're not competing with 90 other people to be the obvious choice. You are the answer to the prayer. And that is why you don't need a funnel. What we need, the invitation is to show up, be who God says you already are, and lean in from that place like a whisper to a loved one. A funnel is this thing that shows up at the coffee shop and starts screaming to everyone. A love letter is someone that shows up and goes directly to Caleb and whispers to a friend. Let me know how this lands for you.